You can't or you won't. Welcome to Sober Living Snippets, where we live alcohol-free so we can heal our relationships, feel youthful again, and ditch regret and shame. I'm Becca Jacobson, and it's time for a snippet. Welcome to day 3 of our 5 days sober together. Some of us are getting sober, some of us are getting our first 5 days, some of us are getting our next 5 days, and some are just along for the ride. All are welcome here. We are doing this together because doing it alone just doesn't work. Hey, did you know that I've invited you to join Sober Living Community, which is tied directly to the snippets? You can go in there, meet other people, introduce yourself, ask me questions, make requests, comment on my opinions as long as you're polite about it, and get all sorts of free resources. So go to the show notes and join the Sober Living Community and become a two-way communication. And the reason I'm saying that first is because I just finished saying to you that getting sober alone doesn't work. And therefore, guess what? You don't have to be alone anymore. You can join the Sober Living Community and you are thereby supported. All right, so now you're not alone. Let's talk about, today I want to talk about can't or won't. This is very important. I want you to know something. And in fact, I know this is going to be controversial. Many of the snippets are, and I hope you also remember the snippets are Becca's opinion. That's right, Becca's opinion. So, all right. Here's what I'm going to say today, kids. Ready? You ready for it? There is no such thing as can't. When you say you can't, it really means that you won't. You won't do it. You won't. You won't do it. Oh my God. Admit it. Let's dig a little deeper into this and see what I'm talking about. The fact of the matter is, there are very few things that we can't do. Very few things. So when we say we can't, we usually can, but we just won't. Let me give you an example. What if I said to you, I want you to go up on the stage and talk in front of 100 people about your journey? Or about whatever, the topic doesn't matter. Let's just say, I want you to go up on a stage and talk to 100 people. And you said to me, I can't, I'll die. I can't. And you gave me all these reasons, the anxiety, I'm too much fear, I don't know what to say, who wants to hear me? I can't. The fact of the matter is that you won't. Why? Because if I said to you, either you go on that stage or somebody you love is going to die. Now, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be dramatic here, but if you had to, if for some reason to save the life of a loved one, you had to go on that stage, you'd figure it out. Right? In other words, you won't do it. It's not that you can't, it's that you won't. You're not motivated to do it. You don't want to do it for some reason. For some reason, you've decided not to do it. It's any number of reasons why, but let's not kid ourselves by saying, I can't do that. Because when we do say we can't, then it seeps down to the subconscious and we start believing it. We start believing we can't do something that we can do. Now, of course, if we apply this to alcohol, it's insane. To say I can't stop drinking, which, by the way, if you know me, you know that was my mantra for over 30 years. Oh my God, I just can't stop drinking. I can't stop drinking. No matter what I do, I can't stop drinking. Lies. I didn't know. You have to, in my own defense, I just didn't know. The reason I said that, because I just seemed like I couldn't stop. Turns out that I wouldn't stop drinking. I didn't want to quit drinking. I didn't know how. Whatever the reason was, of course I could. If I was somehow forced to, I could do it. So let's be very careful about the word can't. There's almost nothing you can't do. Nothing. With the right motivation, the right determination, the right desire, you can do it. And I'm not just talking about alcohol, talking about anything. I hear this a lot. Oh, I can't do that. I'm too nervous. I can't, right? Oh, I can't, it's whatever. And it just means you won't. You're either unwilling, not ready, not brave enough. It's okay. Listen, I'm not judging. If you won't do something, that's fine. I just want you to acknowledge that you won't, not that you can't. I mean, because sometimes, in other words, instead of saying I can't, you might say, oh, you know what? I'm way too nervous. I won't do that. Or I'm too afraid to do that. I could do it, but I'm too afraid. I don't have the courage right now. Let's be more accurate about it. Because by saying you can't, you just cut yourself right off. You believe you can't do it, and it's not true. It's just not true. So today, I really want you to think carefully about the things that you've convinced yourself that you can't do. What in your life have you decided you can't do that you actually won't do? Because once you do that, guess what it does? It opens up the doorway to start, it opens the door, a crack, just a tiny crack, to open it up as a possibility that maybe you can and will in the right circumstances. When you say can't, it's over. There's no negotiating with can't. If you say, I can't do that, I can't, what am I supposed to say to you? Oh, okay. But if you say, I'm not going to do that because I'm too nervous about it, or I'm too afraid to do that, or I'm not motivated to do that, or I don't want to do that, or it makes me too nervous to do that, or I'm afraid to do that, those are all won'ts. Those aren't can'ts. There are reasons, Becca, why I won't do that. Now, see, won't, not can't. So stop saying can't, because then you leave it open. All right, well, look, I'm not going to do that because it makes me too nervous. That means all you have to do is figure out how to get over the nervousness or the anxiety. Or if it's because you just literally don't want to or you're not ready to, okay, fair enough. We're being honest. You won't do it because you're not ready or you don't want to. Now all we have to do is work on getting you ready or into desire. But the door is still open. But when you say can't, babe, that's it. We're backed into a corner. We're done. Nowhere to go. Sorry, finished, over, done with. So never, never, never say you can't stop drinking, because there's no one on earth fits into that category. Nobody. It doesn't exist. It's a non-existent thing. There is no person. Many of us won't, but none of us can't. So I want you to apply this not just to drinking, but other things in your life, and start being honest with yourself, because that way you're opening up the doorway for future growth, for possibilities, for the possibility of actually doing things you thought you wouldn't in the past. And that means you can start growing. Love that, right? So your do for today is to write down the things in your life that you thought you couldn't do, that you really won't do. I'm not saying you have to go out and do them. Just admit that you won't. Write down the things you won't do that you formerly said you couldn't do. Take note of these things. That's your do for today. And your second do, reminder, hello. Today is the third invitation. The invitation stands. This week, we are launching the Sober Living Community. The Sober Living Community, tied directly to the snippets. This is your opportunity to make connections with other snippet lovers. There it is, snippet lovers. I love that. The other day I said snipposauruses. No, I like snippet lovers. We've got to give you a name. Your name is Snippet Lover. Love that. Okay, anyway. This is your opportunity to join a community of people who are listening to the snippets. You can ask questions, make requests, share the journey. You will have immediate access to free resources that I put in there for you, a couple of courses I made last year, some master classes. You will be informed when new events are coming up. When I'm doing an event, you'll be invited. You'll be the first to know, and all that stuff. Really good stuff. Be a founding member by clicking the link in today's show notes. And just all you got to do is put your name and your email in there, and you're in the community. You download the app on your phone. There's an app, so you don't have to be on a computer. Download the app, and you're in. You'll get notifications when stuff is posted. And bam, you're in a community, and you're no longer alone. Ah, so excited. Been thinking this community has been a long time coming. Did you know I've been doing these snippets since March of 2023? Right now, it's October of 2024. So what are we looking at here? March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Oh my goodness, a year and 7 months. A year and 7 months, and I'm finally launching my community. I guess I'm a slow learner. Oh my goodness. Okay. So join the Sober Living community, and today jot down the things that you will not do because, my friends, there is almost nothing you can't do. And drinking, giving up alcohol, is not one of them. Love you. Thanks for popping in. Be sure to come back tomorrow so we can keep your head on straight. Sending you buckets of love.